EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From the home of the Ryder Cup in 2021, Whistling Straits, it's live first-round coverage of the season opening event, the Wisconsin Open. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. We'll get out to the action here as we pick things up on the par 4 sixth hole. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. What an exciting time, our featured golfer beginning the professional journey, the Korn Ferry Tour. It's a good time to bring in our friend Notah Begay III, 4 times a winner on the PGA Tour, and he cut his teeth on this very circuit. Notah, what do you remember about that time? And I have a sneaking suspicion one round in particular is going to pop into your mind.
Well, Rich, it's a great memory for me. Shot the first 59 in the history of the Korn Ferry Tour, which is a huge positive memory in my mind. And what it did tell me in terms of my career and what it meant moving forward was the fact that you have to go out and you have to be aggressive. You have to make birdies and you have to shoot low scores. There's no laying up on the Korn Ferry Tour if you want to take that next big step to the big show.
I don't think he's going to fall in love with that one, Frank, but it won't hurt him.
No, but you'd expect from there to sort of get it within kicking distance. Now you got to work.
Well read. That's in for a bogey 5. And he'll slide back now to 3 over par. On the 7th tee now, and a tricky 221-yard par 3.
If you have a look at the way in which Pete Dye has designed this hole, you can see that the green shapes away to the right. So if you can bring the ball in from the left, it's certainly desirable.
He couldn't quite hold the green there, and that is into the left rough. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, this is certainly interesting. To the left-hand side of the green here at 7, chipping back towards Lake Michigan off a slight downslope. This will test your nerve.
Oh, boy. Far from a good shot, that.
And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. Okay, finished off there for double bogey. And he'll fall back now to 5 over par. Onward to the 506-yard par 4-8 with over 100 bunkers. The 8th testing every golfer's nerves. Imperative to favor the left side to avoid a severe drop-off to Lake Michigan, and dunes and bunkers on the right. All right, in the fairway. Noticeable breeze coming right to left as he eyes his second. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. This hole really taking its toll now. Okay, so that one finished off with double bogey. And he'll slide a bit further here to 7 over par. We finish up the front side here at Whistling Straits with the 442-yard par 4 9. Fairway tends to funnel the tee shot toward the middle, but if you're too far to the right, a large tree about 100 yards short of the green could block your approach.
Finally got rid of the spray can because the balls was going all over the golf course. I mean, just a little piece down the middle of the fairway, just plop it down there, just like that. It was good. Another example there of the struggle today. Iron shots just not getting in close enough, and now another difficult 2-putt.
Look here at birdie.
Yeah, and it's certainly no gimme from this length. It would be a Brucey bonus to find the bottom of the cup. Main consideration has to be about pace.
Whoa, slow down. Oh, that's not what you're hoping for in a birdie putt. That'll go all the way off the green. Well, Frank, you know it's not ideal, but sometimes psychologically a bogey's not that bad.
It would have been easy to come completely off the rails there. So all in all, I'd take a bogey.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. So 1 round complete, and Frank, this is such a good field this week. We may see the cream rise to the top come Sunday.
I hope you're right.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From Whistling Straits Golf Course on the shores of Lake Michigan, live second-round coverage of the Wisconsin Open. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. We've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting here at the par 5 fifth hole.
I don't know about that one. Ball in the first cut. Could have gone a little further down the fairway. But still, hey, what am I saying? In good place now.
Okay, so not too much sweat to this point, but this will get the heart going at the fifth hole here. Over water to a shallow green. Whew, good luck.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
12 feet still to go. Nope. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th. And that won't help the cause one bit. Ready to hit the tee shot here at the 6th. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, Rich, finally a par 4 that's not overly long. There's a little bunker down the left. That's about 250 yards. Shouldn't have a problem carrying that, but it's the next two, just up ahead around the 330 mark. Just keep it a little short of that. Short iron in.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Iona, a second coming up.
Yeah, and this 6th hole is the shortest on the front nine, known as Gremlin's Ear. That's because of the unique shape of this green. Thankfully, the pin today is in the front portion. Definitely more accessible, but beware of those bunkers short right.
And that will not even stay on the green. It is going to finish up on the fringe, a long way from home. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And he'll remain 8 over for the tournament. Frank, there's a good reason they call this 7th hole shipwreck. It's 221 yards long, and there is plenty of trouble to the right.
Yeah, water, rocks, bunkers, all sorts of things. But really, when you look at the hole another way, it shapes up for a left to right shot.
Now a second to this par 3.
Well, it is a game of touch. It is evidence right there when your touch is out. What a difference it makes. That ball went a long way past.
Oh, you're kidding. This game's unfair sometimes. That looked in the whole way. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. This one have enough going on for you? 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them. There are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop off right into Lake Michigan, all those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on by. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And that's going to move him all the way down to plus 10. Headed to the clubhouse now for a hot dog and a soda at the turn. But first, a little bit of business here with this par 4 9.
And this is going to take a straight tee shot. Trouble on both sides of this fairway. Also, be very, very aware of the shape of this fairway. It's downhill and slopes left to right.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
And it is a tough par 4 to finish this front 9. Being in this section of the fairway has opened up the green nicely, but beware of 7 Mile Creek that snakes its way down the right-hand side.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. It's a slow start, and you can blame it on the short game.
Frank, I think you have to appreciate that he kept his head down and kept his head in the game, and he'll be able to get out of here with a bogey.
Hey, I've been watching for a while, Rich, and I haven't seen touch that good for quite a while.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. That's going to drop him all the way down to 8 over par. So that's where this tourney will end for our featured golfer. Their 2-round score falling outside the cut line.
And if you focus on anything other...
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, live opening round coverage of the Desert Championship. This promises to be a fun 4 days, a lot of storylines to get to as we check out the early leaderboard. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14. So into week 2 now. That first tournament in many ways about dealing with the nerves. First ever professional tournament. Nota, what do you typically take away after that first week? You didn't put everything together, but you did get your feet wet.
Certainly, and you have to look at the history of the Korn Ferry Tour, and many a player have struggled early in the year but have still gone on to garner one of those spots in the top 25, which is critical at the year end. And this is just a learning experience. You got to pick and choose your moments, when to be aggressive and when to stick to your guns. And in this particular case, got off to a slow start, and maybe this is a week they can build on.
Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And that's going to move him back down to even par. Don't you just love a really short par 3? This 15th is only 125 yards. Maybe grip down on a wedge, clip it just perfectly, stuff it in there close and make it 2. And that's certainly not what you have in mind standing on the tee box. That never had a chance of hitting the green.
Way too good, I must say. That was just smashed. Yeah, sizable putt left.
Nah, that's a bit timid, and that's got to leave him a lot more than he'd like. Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
Okay, finished off there for double bogey. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. Short par 4, 16th hole, measures only 393 yards. But Frank, as is the case with pretty much every hole, despite the yardage, there's plenty of trouble.
It does. It plays tricks on the mind's eye here. It looks like it's a dog leg going one way, then back the other way. But really, it's built as a straight hole just across the canyon. And that's the way you've got to play it. I don't think you can drive the green, even the longest hitters at 393 yards. But just a nice drive down there. Take the bunkers on, get it past there. And before you know it, you've got a little wedge in here. And it should sit up nicely for a birdie.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll remain at 2 over par. Now to the 17th, par 5 here at Wolf Creek Golf Club.
Yeah, dogleg left. Tee shot obviously has to be played short of that creek down there. It's still going to be a reachable hole, even though this hole's sort of around the 550, 560 mark. But because you've got to play short of that stream, it's going to leave a lengthy second shot, and you've got to get the distance right on the button.
Going to work this up that left-hand side. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. "13 feet away." Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Yeah, came out of that one quickly. That was never on line.
The game rigged me.
That one finished off for bogey here at 17. And just like that.
Went off the center. Wow. Perfect shot, and it went that way. Perfect shot.
Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250 yard mark, and of course, you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and well, they want you to finish on a good note. So good drive in the fairway here, or 3-wood, pitch it on the green, make a 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse.
about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second.
Just 5 feet left.
Oh, boy, you hate to give one back on a putt like that. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to move him back to 4 over. For the golfer we had our eye on, no other way to say it, Frank, just not a real good day out there.
It could be a short week, Rich. We can complain about the conditions and that.
Now from the coast of England and Royal Liverpool Golf Club, this is EA Sports continuing coverage of the world of golf.
Rich Lerner joined up in the booth by Frank Nobilo. Frank, there's nothing like it early tee time to get the adrenaline flowing.
And also, too, the golf course is perfect. Less divots. You don't see any sort of marks on the green. Greens are going to putt beautifully. There's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell, like it's brand new.
A good tempo to that first swing, and I think he'll be happy with that. Right down the middle. So from the left rough, his second at the first. From the rough into the bunker, or the frying pan into the fire. Sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves.
An awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand, and that race is right on by. Yeah, that one came out hot, tough to judge sometimes, coming out of the sand, and that winds up well beyond the flag. Oh, no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, going to leave it on the lip. To 1 over par early on in this round. One over for the day. The second at 453 yards. This is a tough hole. Precision is a must off the tee because the landing area is a small one and features 3 very penal bunkers. The green is also well protected with 3 more bunkers, and the putting surface itself is anything but flat. This round off to a bit of a slow start. Troubles already at 1, and now troubles again at the second.
That got a fortunate bounce. That'll be just fine.
It's going to take a heroic effort to reach this green in 2. It's his second from a dreadful lie. Not taking the easy road on this hole, but still a chance to get out of here respectably, Frank.
Yeah, if that ball had just missed that bunker, got some decent distance out of that deep rough.
Third shot coming up now from the bunker. Yeah, the green just didn't want to hold that one. That'll run off into the short grass. Yeah, that's going to be just okay. Might have been a little worried about not getting it out, and instead, this is going to leave a tough putt coming up. And that is not the worst shot in the world, but obviously could have been better.
Certainly. Definitely hoping to try and get inside 3 feet, but it's a little outside that.
"14 feet to the hole." That's in for double bogey, so an early hole to dig out of. 3 over after just 2 holes played. Not the best start, 2 over par. The third of 4 consecutive par 4s to start this front side is the 426-yard third hole. Hot bunkers aren't the problem here as they were on the first 2 holes, but thick rough is. A tee shot that takes the dog leg too sharply can leave one with a very difficult approach, or even worse, wind up out of bounds. And we'll have to see here. It looked like that ball hopped from the lighter rough into the heavier stuff. That is straight into the thick stuff. We'll see how much that missed fairway is going to cost him this, his second from far back. Frank, it wasn't the sexiest shot, but it was an important one. How was he able to extricate himself from that heavy rough with a middle iron?
I don't know, Rich. Maybe we've got a new contestant for Mr. Universe, because it takes some muscle to get it out of that thick stuff, especially when you don't have that much loft. A 5-iron, that's a dodgy call. Now, that's not a bad shot, and the reason why I say that, you see the lie, thick, heavy rough, just to forge that one out and get it on the green. Good going.
He's hoping here to at least get this to tap-in range, but it is for birdie. This is a 16-footer. Really nice right there. That was a touchy one, but it's in for a par. Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. The last of the consecutive par 4s to grace this front side is this one, the 367-yard fourth. It's the shortest of the 4 by a considerable margin. Most golfers should be able to cover the fairway bunkers and be left with just a short iron in. Oh, and that one nosedives right into the thick stuff. That could be problematic, to say the least. That ball went straight down into the heavy rough. He's got a clear path to the green, but this definitely not where you want to be for your second. Not taking the easy road on this hole, but still a chance to get out of here respectably, Frank.
Yeah, if that ball had just missed that bunker, got some decent distance out of that deep rough.
Okay, so good work there to get this back out into the short grass.
And really, this is not a bad spot to be, just a little short of the green. Certainly not out of the question to get away with a par.